Hey everybody, it is Daniel Evers, co-founder of REI Wolfpack, and I'm so excited for what I'm getting ready to talk about. The title of this video is the mistake that newbies make that literally no one is talking about. And this mistake is the thing that keeps you from taking action. It's the thing that literally blocks your mind up and puts you on the sideline, right? In this real estate investing game, you literally have to get in the game. If you're not in the game, you can't play the game. And here's the thing, you're the coach, you're the player, you're the quarterback. If this is basketball, you're Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson. If this is soccer, you're Ronaldinho, Messi. Like, whatever this game is for you, you're the coach and the player, okay? So you've got to put yourself in the game, but you've got to give yourself, as the coach, the right mental tactics and attitude to put yourself in the game. So the reason I wanted to talk about this topic today, you guys, is because I was recently watching a video from another person, and they were talking about the biggest mistake that beginners make. And I was waiting really for this huge mistake that beginners make, but the problem was I never really heard the mistake that beginners make, right? I didn't hear that click, that, oh wow, like I made that same mistake. I didn't get that, right? Because at some point I was a beginner too, right? At some point. But guys, today I want to tell you the real mistake that beginners make. So get out your notebook, get out your pen, and write some notes about this, because this is literally going to move you from where you are right now into the position where you want to be, which is massive action. And this is the number one, literally, this is the number one reason why newbie investors don't take any action. Guys, think about this. In fact, I was watching a Grant Cardone video with I think it was Dean Graziosi or no, it was Alex Morton. Alex Morton's like this young kid he's a multi-level marketing person or whatnot, but you know, he's just an inspiring young man and whatever have you. And Grant Cardone was talking with him, and he said, hey, if you had to pick fame and fortune, right? So basically like influence or massive action, like or like never being able to do anything, right? So you couldn't do anything, or you could have fame and fortune, or you couldn't have fame and fortune, but you could take all the action in the world. It's like, which one would you take, right? It's like, which one would you do? And they ended up boiling it down to the fact that they would take fame and fortune because, and they flipped it. They actually said, would you take 2 billion people who invest in you at the whim, or not being able to take any action, or fame and fortune, right? So the point was that, like, you have an option, you have a choice, and you have a choice to either take action or not take action. But what is the barrier that's stopping you, that's keeping you from taking the action that you need to take? And guys, I just got to tell you, this is literally the number one thing. So let me get into it, because I don't want to take too long in this live. The number one thing that is stopping you from taking action, putting you in paralysis analysis, has you constantly checking deals, checking the comps, nervous about the comps, nervous about making offers, is you are married to the outcome. Let me repeat myself. You are married to the outcome of your action. I hope that clicked with you right there. So we have students all the time who are like, okay, like, did I run the comps right? Like, what do I say to the seller exactly? You know, what time should I get to the appointment exactly? What should I wear to the appointment exactly, right? Like, there is no exact key. There's no exact roadmap to this. Now, there's a lot of outlines and guidelines and bullet points and pointers that can help you get there. But it's different for everyone. Why? Because we are all different people. Even if you're a twin, you still have your own mind. You still have your own intellect. You still have your own conscience. So no one can match your intellect or your conscious state of mind, right? That's yours. Even your DNA, it's yours, okay? So what keeps people from taking that action is being married to the outcome. And some people are even married to each action's outcome, right? Like, literally thinking about, like, gosh, like if I skip trace this list, like, I wonder what'll happen. Who cares? Who cares what's gonna happen, right? What if I buy this list from this company or that company? Who cares? Just take massive action. Use the guidelines that you've already been given, and just take massive action, right? Like, when you're married to the outcome of an action, you will literally try to make everything line up perfect before you take the action. And in fact, I know people do this before they get married today. There's people who wait for things to be perfect. They have to be a certain age before they get married. They have to have a certain amount of income before they get married. They have to be living in a certain location before they get married. All these different things that are okay things, I guess, to have in mind or have on a checklist, right? But at the end of the day, like for me, it's like if you love somebody and if you're passionate about that person and you want the best for that person and you see with your eyes and with your heart that you're going to spend the rest of your life with that person, what you waiting for? Right? What are you waiting for? It's the same thing with your real estate investment, right? The only thing you should be married to is that you're a real estate investor and you're going to crush it every single day, no matter what. No matter what the results are, you're never going to give up. You're never going to quit. You're never going to stop learning, growing, and changing and literally taking massive action every single day. That's the only thing you should be married to. So let me tell you the flip side of this, right? So when you're married to something, you're emotionally invested, right? When you're married to your spouse or your significant other, the reason it's so devastating sometimes when people get divorced and it literally feels like they're having their soul ripped from them, or like a special loved one passes and you feel like your life is just falling apart, is because of that emotional intertwining, that attachment that you have to something, right? It's like your souls are literally locked. It's the same thing with your dream and with your vision. When you can see your dream, when you can see your vision inside your mind, you've locked in because you've literally made it a part of you. But here's the thing. I want to let you know that, again, divorce from the outcome. Divorce from the outcome, because again, I've said this before and I'm going to tell it to you guys now if you haven't heard it before. I had a special, are we back? Okay, awesome. I had a special a mentor of mine. He said, Daniel, you do not decide your future. You decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. So think about this, right? Daniel, you don't decide your outcome. You decide the actions that you're going to take every single day, consistently and persistently until you hit it, and that will get you the outcome that you want. Right? But a lot of us were emotionally invested in real estate investing. Now, yes, you can be excited, you can be passionate, you can be comforting, all these different things when you're in your real estate investing business, but you don't need to be emotionally invested and married to the outcome. So here's what I mean by you can be emotionally invested. So let me give you an example. I had a seller who was going through a really rough situation in their own life, right? Now, when I went to that property, and I was walking through and they were sharing with me everything that was going on. And it was really, really sad. I don't want to share too much, but it was really, really sad, you guys. And they really needed our help in the situation. So as I was going through the property, when I looked at the floor and the carpeting, I was emotionally detached from what I saw with the property. But as I spoke with the seller, I was emotionally invested in the seller's well-being. And listen to me real closely. I'm trying to get closer here. That's what's going to separate you from the pack. You're going to be emotionally detached from the property, from the material thing, but you're going to be emotionally invested in the seller, in their story, in their why, right? Now, if the seller doesn't do business with you, does that mean you hate the seller and you're no longer emotionally invested in that person? No, guys, no. In fact, if there was a situation and you didn't get the deal, you should still follow up and just say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I know this isn't going to work for us to do the real estate deal with you, but I just wanted to follow up on that situation with your daughter. I just wanted to follow up on your checkup that you went to the doctor. I know you just lost a loved one. I wanted to send you some flowers and a card. Woo, I got the goosebumps thinking about that, you guys. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. I got the goosebumps because that's so powerful and it's so real for me, right? When I've literally been on appointments where I've had sellers hug me for like 2 minutes. I've had sellers cry with me. I've had sellers pray with me. Guys, if you're not having that happen, something's wrong. You're all about the money when you go to these appointments, and that's only half of it. You're all about the property when you go to these appointments, that's only half of it. Be emotionally detached, emotionally withdrawn from the outcome, walking through the property, the numbers. Be emotionally detached about the money and the material thing, but give it everything you've got when you're talking with the seller. Be emotionally invested with the seller, their why, be emotionally detached from the materialistic things, and no matter what, in every action, do not be married to the outcome, and that will take you out of the place where you're not taking any action and not getting any results. So guys, that's it for this live today. I hope this is extreme value to you. Listen to me. If you're new, even if you're stuck, if you're just stuck, get this in your mind. So why am I stuck? Because I'm caring about what other people think. I'm caring about what's going to happen, okay? I don't want to go anymore. I wanted to stay 10 minutes. I've been 10 minutes and 16 seconds. You see I got the timer there. So guys, that's it, you guys. And just please like this page. If this helped you, share this, you guys. And tell me what you got out of this, because I want you to have the best success, the best year ever, and ending 2018, because we still got time, baby. We still got time. And I want you to have the best 2019 that you can possibly have. That's it. Wolfpack out.